Good morning. Today I am taking revision, and before start revision I want to give some instruction about exam. There will be three kinds of question in your exam. It is tick the correct option, true false, and one word question answer. Be very careful about doing one word question answer. Answer should start with capital letter. If you will start a small letter, the answer will be wrong. So be very careful about this. And one more thing is, some part is remaining of chapter 2. It is page number 32 to 35. This will not come in your question paper. Is it clear? Accept this. Chapter 1 and from page number to the page number 31. Chapter 2 will become in your question paper. Now I am starting revision. And the first lesson is tissue. See, what is tissue? Tissue means group of cell which perform a function. They combine together and they work together, and these together form of cell is known as tissue. When some tissue work together, it is known as organ. Group of tissue, it is known as organ. When some organ combine together, it forms system. And there are many systems in a higher living organism like cow, goat, animals, etc. So these systems make a whole body of a living organism. This is known as tissue. The group of cells which perform a specific function in a living organism is known as tissue. First we have a look at the plant tissue. There are two types of plant tissue: meristematic tissue, and it is of three types. The characteristics of meristematic tissue are: they are small and living cells, round, polygonal and oval in shape. They do not have intercellular space between them. They have thin cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. They have rich cytoplasm and large prominent nucleus. Vacuoles are either small or absent. Cells divide actively. In meristematic, they keep on dividing. And there are three types of meristematic tissue. And it is three types. It is apical, lateral, and interciliary. It present at the tip of the plant. Tip means the top part of a plant or root or leaves. From this they can grow further. It increase in length, but in lateral they are at the side of the plant. They increase in its diameter. It increase in length, it is in diameter, and here is interciliary node. It means in between two nodes and internode they present there. So these are the meristematic tissue. There are three types of meristematic tissue, and the second one is permanent tissue. Permanent tissues cell divide and form new cells. They divide and form new cells. They are elongated, mature and differentiate into various type of permanent tissues. The permanent tissue do not divide further. After some time they do not divide further and become permanent, do not take part in division. Permanent tissue is a group of cells that does not have a ability to divide and has a permanent shape, size and function. After getting a particular height in a person, the height will stop due to the permanent tissue, due to the stopping of these dividing cells. There are two types of permanent tissue: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, first is simple, and it is of two types: protective and supportive. Protective tissue, as the name given, these type of tissue protect the plant, protect the living organism. They are having thick cell wall, are found in part of the plant like leaves, stem, roots, etc. The epidermis. Epidermis is a protective tissue which is having a coating, waxy coating called the cuticle. They have a layer of cuticle which protect the leaf from the jerk and any damage. These epidermis having the tiny pores, and these pores are known as stomata, and stomata are useful in exchange of gases. This is all about the protective tissue. Now second one is supportive tissue. Supportive tissue are of three types: parenchyma, then collenchyma, and third is sclerenchyma. Parenchyma are made up of thin cell wall. They may be spherical, oval in shape. Intercellular space is present here. A large vacuole and nucleus is also present here. They found at the part of stem, root and leaf, flower, etc. What is the function of this? It stored food for the plant, and some parenchymic cells having chlorophyll. Due to this, they are known as chlorenchyma, and they help in photosynthesis. Collenchyma is elongated, oval and polygonal. They are having thickened cell wall at the corner due to the deposition of cellulose and pectin. They do not have intercellular space, and vacuoles and nucleus are present. They support the plant and give elasticity and flexibility. Sclerenchyma are made up of closely packed dead cell. These cells are having dead cells. And closely packed. Thickened cell wall due to the deposition of lignin. Here the deposition of lignin, but in collenchyma the deposition of pectin. Here the cell lacks nucleus and cytoplasm. These type of cell do not have nucleus and cytoplasm. They are found at the hard part of the plant like leaves, covering of seed, barks, etc. Sclerenchyma are, there are two types of sclerenchymic cells, fibers and sclerids. Now, complex permanent tissue. Complex tissue having more than 2 or 3 types of cell work together. Complex permanent tissue is made up of 2 or more different types of cell. 2 or more different types of cell. There are 2 types of complex tissue, phloem and xylem. They are together known as vascular bundle. They are known as vascular bundle. Xylem transport water and mineral from the soil to the other parts of the flower. The xylem tissue is made up of 4 types of cell, and these cells are known as vessels, tracheids, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Except this xylem fibers, all cells are xylem except the cell xylem parenchyma. Other 3 are made up of dead cell, and the cells are placed end to end. The function of this to absorb water and mineral from the soil, and the direction of movement is upward direction in phloem. The phloem is made up of again 4 types of cell. In this tissue, except xylem fibers, all 3 types of cells are living cells, and xylem fiber is a dead cell. They transport foods which is made by the leaves or green parts of the plant. This is all about the tissue present in the plants. Now have a look at the animal tissue. Animal tissue. There are different types of animal tissue. Epithelial tissue, epithelial tissue are different types of epithelial tissue. They are of 4 types. The function of epithelial tissue is secretion, absorption and protection. The function of this is what? Secretion, absorption and protection. There are 4 types of epithelial tissue, and these are equamous epithelium, columnar epithelium tissue, cuboidal and ciliated epithelium tissue. They are present in the different parts of the body. Here is a connective tissue. The next is connective tissue. Connective tissue is a tissue which connects one part of the body to the other part. One part of the body to the other part. Again, connective tissue are of 3 types. One is fibrous connective tissue. Another is supportive connective tissue. And last is fluid connective tissue. Right? Fibrous connective tissue is again divided into 2 parts: loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Loose connective tissue are of 2 types: areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Adipose tissue having the deposition of fat. They are made up of fat cell and stored fat and work like a cushion. and it is found at the under the skin. Dense connective tissue. There are two types of dense connective tissue: tendon and ligament. Tendon join muscle to the bone. The tendons connect muscle to the bone. Muscles to the bone. But ligament, they connect bone to the bone. The second part of fibrous connective tissue is tendon, and tendon having again two types: ligament. It connects bone to bone. Bone to bone. Made up of fibroblast and collagen. Then supportive connective tissue. It is two type: bone and cartilage. Bones are strong, porous and non-flexible structure. The cells of bone cell are known as osteoblasts. They are embedded in the matrix and made up of all skeletal system of a living organism. These bones contain salt, calcium, magnesium and phosphorus. Due to presence of this salt, they make bone hard and rigid. Due to this, we have a particular shape of our body. And bones also have the blood supply. They have nerve cells. They have blood vessels. Due to this, they are having blood supply. Function: it gives framework to the body and it protects internal part of the body like brain, heart and lungs. The other part of cartilage is supportive connective tissue is cartilage. Cartilage is made up of matrix, have a large number of species, and the cells are known as chondrocytes. The cells present in cartilage are known as chondrocyte. They do not have blood supply, non-porous and flexible. The bones are non-flexible but cartilage are flexible. Bones are porous but cartilage are not porous. The location of this: ear pinna, nose, lower end of ribs, etc. What is the function? It protects the joints and vertebrae from wear and tear. And the third type of connective tissue is fluid connective tissue. It is fluid. It means in the form of fluid, in the form of liquid. Fluid connective tissue are of two types: blood and lymph. Blood and lymph. Blood is made up of two parts: plasma and blood cells. It is 90% part of blood is plasma. Plasma contains 90% water. Plasma contains 90% water, and rest are the other things. And dissolved salts. Blood cells are of three types: RBC, WBC, and third is platelets. Lymph is yellow in color. It is red in color. Yellow in color. Here RBC and platelets are absent. RBC and absent. It is all about the fluid connective tissue. Now another is muscular tissue. Muscular tissue present in the muscles. Here three types of muscles present in our body. Voluntary. The other name of voluntary muscles is striated or skeletal. These are the name of voluntary muscles. It work according to our wish. Work according to our wish. So they are known as voluntary muscles. They are having light and dark shades. So due to this they are known as striated muscles. The next is involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles is also known as unstriated muscles. Unstriated. It means they do not have light and dark shade of the muscles, and they are not working according to our wish. Do not work according to our wish, like digestion of food, respiration, excretion, etc. The third is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are the muscles which present only in the heart. Present in heart only. And they are known as striated. They are also striated muscles. It means having light and dark shade of muscles. They work continuously. They work continuously from birth to death. From birth to death, till death. They do not get tired. This is all about the muscular tissue. Now the next is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue made up of nerves. The cells present in nervous tissue are known as neurons. Cells are known as neurons. They are having cytosol cell body like this. Cytones, dendrites, auxin and auxin-ending cell, etc. They receive message and convey message from brain to the spinal cord and spinal cord. It transmits message and regulates the body function and activity. This is all about the tissues. Now have a look at the chapter 2, classification. Classification. First, in starting, it classified into only two categories. First is according to their similarities and dissimilarity. They are classified into living thing and non-living thing. But some living thing resemble act as a non-living thing, and some non-living thing like a virus. Virus act only in the host body. Working in the host body. Outside the host body, it is behave like a non-living organism. Due to this, the scientists have to classify it in another way of plants and animals. Now, R.H. Whitaker in 1969 Propose the five kingdom classification. Five kingdom classification. Kingdom Monera, having only unicellular organism and do not have true nucleus. It means they do not have nuclear membrane in the cell. The example of this is bacteria and blue-green algae. Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, having unicellular organism but a true nucleus, well-developed nucleus. The example are amoeba, paramecium and chlamydomonas. Kingdom Fungi, unicellular and maybe of multicellular organism. They do not have chlorophyll and they feed on the dead and decaying part of a matter. Example are mushroom, yeast and bread molds. I want to tell you one thing, that learn all the defined and example which is given in any topic and any part of the they will be in your question paper. So be very careful about the definition and example. Kingdom Plantae, in this all type of plants included, they have chlorophyll and make their own food. Due to this they are known as autotrophs. Kingdom Animalia, it means they do not have chlorophyll, do not make their own food, and they are known as heterotrophs, and all animals included in this Animalia. Kingdom Monera, having different kinds of bacteria. So structure of bacteria is, it contains chromatin material at the center. The chromatin material is bounded by a nuclear membrane. Plasma membrane is surrounded by a rigid cell wall. After that there is a capsule. There is three layers: plasma membrane, cell wall and capsule. These capsule, protective in nature, does not contain nucleus. These bacteria do not contain nucleus, mitochondria and plastis. Some bacteria having one or two flagella for locomotion. There are useful bacteria which is useful to our life. They help in production of medicine like streptomycin, chloromycin, any antibiotics. Vaccine is a substance that is given to a person to protect against a particular disease. Formation of curd. Lactobacillus bacteria change the lactose sugar present in the milk into lactic acid and form curd. Nitrogen fixation. In some leguminous plant there is a rhizobium bacteria is there. They absorb atmospheric nitrogen and change this nitrogen into nitrites and nitrates, and these nitrates and nitrites are soluble, and due to this plant can absorb them easily. So both the bacteria and plant both are beneficial to each other, and this type of relationship is known as symbiosis. These bacteria, some bacteria increase the soil fertility. They clean the environment. In saprophytic bacteria, they feed on the dead and decaying matter. Due to this, they clean the environment. Tanning of leather, retting of fibers, formation of compost, biogas, help in nutrition. These are the useful bacteria. Harmful bacteria, spoilage of food. After some time, food gets spoiled due to this harmful bacteria, and we are getting food poisoning due to this harmful bacteria. Kingdom Protista, having unicellular organism, amoeba, paramecium, etc. Kingdom Fungi are the heterotrophic, depend on the other, and cell wall is made up of chitin. Bread mold is the example. Bread mold is commonly grown on the stale food. It is multicellular organism. Some useful fungi is also here, and they decomposes the Fungi decompose the dead and decaying matter. They clean the environment. Some fungi use in making food. Some making in alcohol. Some are used in making alcohol. Some are used in medicine. And some fungi are harmful. They causes diseases like example of athlete's foot and ringworm. Fungi also cause disease in plants, rust of wheat and blight of potatoes. Food spoilage. Variety of fungi are responsible for food spoilage. Example are Penicillium and Aspergillus. Spoilage of food, and they spoil the food like textile and goods. They spoil the goods, textile and leather. This is all about the classification. But kingdom Plantae and Animalia will not be in your question paper. So do well, prepare well. Best of luck for your exam. Thank you.